Let's talk a little bit about gut health and how you can use a couple of different types of supplements to support that. The first thing we think about are probiotics, and they do have their place in terms of healing the microbiome within the gut. We might start for a dog or a cat that's had very serious gut disease with something like Saccharomyces boulardii, which is actually a yeast organism. And then what I like to use on a long-term basis is a spore-forming probiotic like phytospore, like megaspore. And the reason is that because these organisms are sporulated, they are essentially in a hibernation phase. And what that means is that they are more likely to actually reach your pet's colon and do their work. Are they going to transform the entire microbiome in your dog or your cat's gut? No, they are not. But what they are going to do is provide the scaffolding for a healthy balance of organisms to grow. Why is that important? Because the second factor of how we improve our pet's gut's health is by feeding foods that will help fertilize the terrain. This is why this expression of feeding the rainbow becomes so important. The rainbow are polyphenols, which are little molecules that provide the color to plants, so the reds, oranges, yellows, that sort of stuff. But more importantly, they feed specific groups of bacteria in the microbiome, helping to create an overall balanced microbiome. So that's why it's important to feed vegetables with lots of different colors. For those of you that are raw feeder, you think that, putting them in a blender and processing them up helps improve digestibility. It does indeed. But I'm here to tell you, if you cook and slow cook the vegetables, then what you're doing is breaking down the cell wall so that the dog and the cat can absorb those nutrients and the polyphenols from the vegetables with ease. This is counter to kind of popular belief, for lack of a better description, that you have to feed it all raw to get the optimal impact. But what about this? If you know your dog or your cat has problems with their microbiome and you put a bunch of raw vegetables in there that they can't digest, that their probiotic organisms have no idea what to deal with, what do you think will happen? You can get gas, bloating, and diarrhea. Versus if you add cooked vegetables that are already pre-digested, then they go into the gut in a format that is easier for your pet to deal with. And the result is that you can get them onto more vegetable-based diets without creating that digestive discomfort.